Hi, it's Jeff Wade here with stockideas.org, and I just want to do another quick investing book review for you today. Right now I'm looking at Zen in the Markets, Confessions of a Samurai Trader by Edward Allen Toppel. And I know what you're thinking. The title and the subtitle of this book are a little bit cheesy, but bear with me because I really enjoyed this book a lot, and I'll tell you why. First of all, super easy to read. The book comes in at just under 100 pages, I think, or maybe slightly over. The font size within it is quite large, and it's very easy to read. I think I've read it 5 times already in the last month or two since I got it from Amazon, and I'm very delighted that I picked it up. The reason I like this book, which I believe was published in the early 90s, I think 93 or so, and the reason I like it is because, 92 it was published, is because it's very much in the spirit of the Mark Douglas books like Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader, both of which I've reviewed on the channel. Feel free to check them out. But I think this Zen in the Markets is really a similar idea to those books, which is essentially that trading, investing, it's all pretty easy. The hard part is your brain. Your brain and your ego are what make it complicated. It's pretty easy to see, price is trending up, buy the uptrend, stay with it, cut your losses. All of these sort of trading axioms and rules are relatively simple, straightforward, and easy to understand. But a lot of people still have difficulty with them. And the reason is that our egos get in the way. We want to be right. We want to be confident. We want to, not admit that we failed. Whatever. All of those riffs on a theme. And essentially, Zen in the Markets, puts that up front and says, hey, trading is simple. You just got to get out of your own way. And then the book kind of details, here are some of the common ways that traders often, get in their own way, why they often fail. Here are some of the ways that ego manifests itself in your trading and investing behaviors, and here's some of the things you should be on lookout for. And you'll notice I didn't say here's the answer, and that's another reason that I really like Zen in the Markets, is that it's realistic. It says, the author says, hey, being aware of your ego and of how your mind is working while you're working isn't easy. It's something you constantly need to work on. You can always be, improving your mindfulness and your awareness in the moment. That's actually the reason that this book was written, is because the author, who was a pit trader back in the day, which I can only imagine how stressful and high intensity that would have been. But essentially, he had a really great day trading where he was just in the flow, just kind of observing himself work the market. It ended up being one of his most profitable days of his career up until that point. And he kind of took a step back and reflected on some of the Zen books that he had read before, and realized that if I can just get out of my own way, I can be a successful trader. And that's what this book really is about, is how do you just let the market flow, and how do you interact with it without imposing your own beliefs or your own views, or your own need to be right. It's really an interesting book, and just like the Mark Douglas books, just like Trading in the Zone, these are topics that are incredibly important, that are timeless, and that aren't talked about very much. I've done almost 100 book reviews on the channel, and about 90 of the books are about different investing methodologies, different trading techniques, different systems for profiting in different types of markets. And only a handful of the books are about the psychology, or about the, human element that, you know, because you could have the greatest system in the world, but if your brain can't interface with that system effectively, I think it's not going to work for you. So that's why I really like Zen in the Markets. I'm going to continue reading it. I think it's one of these books that you could read you know, on an ongoing basis, once a year or once a quarter even, and get value out of it. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it. And if you haven't seen Trading in the Zone or The Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas, I also recommend you check those out if you think Zen in the Market sounds interesting. So I'll leave it there for now. I don't want to give the whole book away. It does contain, you know, exercises and kind of challenges and questions that you can kind of contemplate and undertake yourself to try to help you become a little bit more zen with it in the moment. But I don't want to give the whole book away. So if you want more information, if you're curious at all, I encourage you to just click the link below this video. That'll take you through to stockideas.org. You can read a much more in-depth book review there. You can click through to Amazon, see what other people are saying, and maybe even pick up a copy of Zen in the Markets for yourself. Or if you know a particularly high-strung trader, they might enjoy this book. So thanks very much for watching. I'll be back at you soon with another book review. And please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with more reviews and videos. Thanks very much for watching.